Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Let's see what we got going on here. We got a 1 streak. I recall that. Oh, don't give me the lost, you... It's the best it could have been out of those last 3 characters in terms of likelihood of victory, but come on. E, P, Q into the B, K to the L to the T to the T. That's, oh, excuse me, streamer, that's actually KL Pi. It's not KL Pi. You freaking Melvin, and not in a cool way like the punk bands. Anyway, let's Husker do some shit here and get, give me a bomb! What's that spell? It spells your doom if you could provide me with the explosive device, which I so greatly desire. He was walking into me. Okay. We have a bomb now, which, to be fair, we did ask for. Unfortunately, we lack tinted rocks, but that can change. What's the secret with Lilith? Well, I guess unlike our last Lilith run, let's try not to be turbo idiots and accidentally... Well, not accidentally, like, not intentionally, but we died, basically. We turned into Dark Judas, we got ourselves killed. We might have died even if we had stayed as Lilith, though. Oh, Tomo, buddy, what's up? You want to come back in? I open the door to get some water, you get some water. You get locked out. You want to come back in, sleep in your little cardboard box? Oh, you caused me to get hit. You're lucky you're cute, Tomo. You're lucky you're cute. To be fair, I could have gotten hit regardless. I wouldn't have, but I could have. I mean, I wouldn't have, but I could have. What did we get out of said stone chest? 2 cents or 3 cents, and then nothing from the pots that surrounded it? 3 cents? That's so bad. That's the worst stone chest. Dude, I almost feel like an enemy stole the cricket's head out of it or something. That doesn't seem like it's an appropriate reward to get from a chest of that, you know, that buy-in. We do get a key. Certainly I would like to get our item. We should have used our bomb there. I didn't realize, actually, that there was a pot situation where we could also get a bomb out of it, which basically you just stand at the very worst break even, and you know that's a safe bet. If the worst case scenario is breaking even, you're in a pretty good spot. We could also find a second secret room. Or just a boatload of money, and that's what ended up happening there. If we want to... By the way, are we... No, not an XL floor. Okay. If we wanted to, we could try opening that golden chest. But I think that that's the lesser of my concerns right now. Okay, 2 bombs does mean I can get in here. I would like some spirit hearts or small rock. Worst case scenario, we got a golden chest out of that, and then we, you know, it's exactly the same situation. We paid a bomb to access a golden chest. You know, the first right of refusal, basically. I think that instead... Well, we'll see how our bombs and keys look maybe when we beat the boss, but I'm thinking I may actually have a case... Oh, that was pretty bad. May actually have a case to get something from our shop here. There goes that spirit heart that we worked so hard for, but we got a bomb back from that tinted rock regardless. Okay, that's quite a lot of bombs now. Miter is fantastic. I think that our secret room cannot be adjacent here because of the fact that there was that block in the item room. As a result, we're not going to be able to go into the shop unless we use a key. So we'll use... Oh my god, I really thought that was going to be the secret room. Let's not get too funky with our bombs yet, but I really thought that was going to be the second secret room. I think at this point, maybe I actually will embrace the possibility of getting an arcade on the next floor, and we'll use our key to open this golden chest. But I did want to check this out in case there were more tinted rocks in here. And I also, well, I recognize and acknowledge that the damage that I've taken over this run has not been the best damage I've taken in my Isaac career. So let's work together to try to stop that in the future. What can you guys do? Well, you guys stop making the dumb dodges. I'll keep cracking the great jokes. That's, okay, that's not fair. Maybe that block doesn't actually affect secret room placement, but my mind is set here. And I am very pleased with the fact that we did that. Let's throw a bomb down here and get a tarot card. And a penny. Not too bad. Such bad damage, man. Well, if we know the secret room's not there, I feel like we should try up here. Throw this down, blow it up. No, it's not going to be there. Okay, we got a bomb and a key. We can still buy a 15-cent item. This floor is getting a little wacky. I would really like to get to 22 cents, but you know that's not likely. Or is it likely now as a result of this? No, it's not likely. If we buy the Steam sale, I think you start with Black Candle, because we're not getting any cheaper on Black Candle than 7 cents. This still gives us the chance to get an arcade in the future. Oh, and we're 1 penny away, just 1 penny away from being able to get that Steam sale, make everything super cheap. We're probably not getting a penny in here, but let's get this horse fucker to blow up all these pots anyway. You might say that's an uncharacteristically strong insult, Northern Lion. It's not an insult at all. Ain't nothing wrong with fucking horses if you's a horse. The legality of it, if you're not a horse, I'm not even going to touch upon in an Isaac episode. It's not the proper avenue for that experience. But if this guy's a horse, I feel 100% confident saying that it's A-okay. You can fuck ponies as long as you want, dog. Where's our remaining money? There we go. 15th cent. This will make it impossible for us to get an arcade on the next floor. Unless somehow we buy the Steam sale and it gives us 5 cents back, which strikes me as unlikely. I will pick this up and then we'll go down. We're going to take Box of Friends with us. This is like the longest first floor I've had in ages. But I'm relatively happy with how it worked out. Black Candle's great. We've been hit enough to make Cambion Conception viable pretty soon for us. I'm embarrassed by the fact that we've been hit a lot. It was unintentional, but it may still provide us with a benefit nonetheless. We didn't really garner anything, I guess, from the first boss, but it's not too bad. And we got the Miter. The Miter's really, really good, especially if we can start to find more opportunities to make, you know, chests drop or red hearts drop for that matter, and maybe find ourselves getting some excellent rates of spirit hearts. First things first, though, I'll eat your brain, then I'll start rocking gold teeth and fangs, because that's what a motherfucking monster do. Look, Nicki Minaj, it's widely considered her kind of coming out party. Her guest verse on Kanye West's 2010 classic, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Track 4, Monster. Track 4 might be All the Lights, I don't remember. But anyway, first things first, I'll eat your brains, then I'll start rocking gold teeth and fangs. If you're eating my brain first, you could do whatever the fuck you want next. I'm not gonna notice. Because my brain has been eaten, and as a result, my capacity for, you know, sensory input is gone. Maybe it's just me, but for me, if she wants to have a lot of efficacy with that brain-eating technique, she should do it second, or maybe not at all. I'm gonna come in here and blow this up, and, you know, we don't have to stick with remote detonator here, but I'm going to stick with remote detonator here. And in fact, I may use like one more bomb. And if we don't need it to fight Pin, you know, even better. But I figured it would speed up the Pin fight enough that it's probably worth considering. I believe you me, I'd like to use a bomb against these jokers as well. Yeah, if you could just, you know, hit you like twice. Just another like couple times in here. There you go. Probably that's good enough. We got a good line of sight on you. Ah! There we go. And we're done. We got one bomb back. I don't mind that. If I could only have one bomb back, I would choose Noah Baumbach, director of 2005's classic The Squid and the Whale, starring Jeff Daniels. And Jesse Eisenberg, a young Jesse Eisenberg as a teenager finding his way in the world. It's a classic film. If you find yourselves enjoying the later period of Mr. Eisenberg's career, as it stands right now, go back and check out The Squid and the Whale. I promise you'll have an introspectively good time. And that's the best time that there is, let me tell you. Ain't no party like a shut-in party. Hey. We got 6 keys. This would be a lovely time for us to come across a little item I like to call Mom's... No, I'm just joking. Be a great time for us to come across Guppy's tail. We got the keys necessary. The more chests we have, the more likely we're going to get spirit hearts. I think that's how the Miter works. It's at least some reasonable approximation of how the Miter works. Either way, we got enough keys to make good on our Guppy's tails for at least a little while. And, you know, we can hit a positive kind of feedback loop there that just gives us more and more of them as well. Here's our boss fight. No tinted rocks. We're not quite going to have a charge set up either. We got enough bombs, though, that I don't think that that's that concerning. Oh, dude, this is super nice. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not the ideal tinted rock for us, which obviously would have been small rock. Oh, dude, we're doing tighter circles. This is real bad. There you go. Just catch him in the explosion. You'll be fine. Our card. The Fool. I mean, Boss Rush is a little bit of a pipe dream, but that's okay. I think you want to take Succubus first. I guess I can't take anything else. Fair enough. I still think Succubus first is the right choice because of the passive damage dealing, and a double Succubus with Box of Friends is nice. However, I'll admit, I was kind of interested in the possibility of getting that Rotten Baby there as well. You know what? I'm not going to use the Fool card here to save half a Spirit Heart. I'm going to come in here, crack open these. And I still kind of feel like maybe I won't use the Fool card to save half a Spirit Heart here, because I find myself in a like surprisingly great situation with respect to the items we've garnered so far. This is a pretty great start. I still think that Boss Rush is basically incompatible with our possible life here, but that's okay. Have we taken enough damage to get Cambion Conception working yet? No, we have not. Much to my surprise, actually, because it's been a pretty weak start. There you go. Succubus got the job done. Rotten Baby is very similar to Succubus in the sense that it's going to do what is effectively passive damage, but I like the passive damage combined with the damage multiplier that hopefully works with our Incubus tiers, because I'm not really doing any damage myself as Lilith. It's just Incubus, but hopefully it's getting the job done. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. For now, though, it's a good start. I'm slightly concerned by our lack of HP. You know what's nice about Succubus is that it still benefits you if your damage is shit. And as of right now, our damage is shit, but it still benefits us because of the fact that, you know, it just does damage. It just works. We don't need to be super stacked in order to get much benefit out of it. And if we're not super stacked, it's not like it's a total waste. So I'm mostly just kind of letting Succubus deal damage here, and it's working pretty well. If there's any chance of us getting to Boss Rush and enjoying that as Lilith, it's probably going to come from this item being better for me than I ever could have expected. And maybe, you know, at the end of this, we won't be little girls anymore. We'll be little women. So but sometimes people, they take that reference and they make it gross for reasons that I don't know. Maybe just because it's the internet. It's a famous book, Little Women, and that's the final line. Spoilers. Spoilers for a book that came out, you know, before your great-grandparents were freaking born. But still, people are like, ooh, that's gross. What are you talking about, that's gross? Saying the word little girls is not gross, especially within the context of a literary novel, especially a literary, you know, novel that's not Nabokov's Lolita. This is the #1 YouTube Let's Play channel for references to Nabokov's Lolita. That's probably not true. There's some smart YouTubers out there. There's some cerebral video game players. I mean, you know, being learned and spending a lot of time in your room playing video games, they go hand in hand, and it's a classic combination, the likes of which the world has seen before in myself and many others. Why do we have... Wait a minute. Thanks to Cambion Conception, we got double Succubi. Double Succubodes. First things first, I'll suck your bodes. Then I'm gonna buy you some Beats by Bose. I know that they're Beats by Dre, but we're not getting those. We're getting Beats by Bose. It's a different brand. It's better. 10 times better. Battery charge? Not really necessary, I suppose, but I'm loving this double Succubus action. Were there better familiars that we could have had Cambion Conception work for? Yeah, I mean, I guess I would have loved to have Little Brim or something like that, but difference between Succubus and Little Brim is like an 8 versus an 8 that maybe we prefer a little bit more. We could have definitely gotten shit that's a lot worse as well, so I think be careful what you wish for. Probably the straight-up worst bomb I've placed in the last month of Isaac play. It's alright, it's gonna happen from time to time. Choosing every wrong direction here. But we're alive, and only losing a third of our available HP per floor, so, you know, it's good progress, maybe. We get betrayal. It's just not good. Not as good as it needs to be for us to be happy about it, at least. Okay. Well, we're exactly, or exact is a strong word here. We're roughly 1 floor away from boss rush from a time standpoint, which is not good. But we can use this Fool card for other purposes if necessary. That's the thing with Lilith, it tends to start slow, but if you can really get that snowball rolling semi-quickly, you can get in a decent spot. Okay, this is usually our second secret room. Good shit, okay. Oh, this is awesome. This would be a great time for Magic Mush. Thank you for thinking of me, game. Thank you for being a friend. Down that road and back again. I'm a little bit of a poser. I don't know if I've ever watched a full episode of The Golden Girls, but I have seen Christina Aguilera pretend to be Shakira on YouTube singing that in a viral clip from the Jimmy Fallon show. Sorry, The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Good there we go, okay. Look, Jimmy Fallon, he's not my favorite late night host of all time. I'm always surprised to see the vitriol, though, that people have for him online. Maybe it's because, you know, I grew up, I was in my formative years in the early 2000s when Jimmy Fallon was on Saturday Night Live. He was part of, like, the young, talented, you know, up-and-comers, the same way, like, Andy Samberg was, maybe, like, half of a generation later. Maybe less than half a generation later. But anyway, people are always like, I fucking hate Jimmy Fallon. Why? Well, he laughs a lot. Yo, he's not a good interviewer, plus he laughs a lot. Okay, he's a little goofy, alright? But he's an affable man. Haven't you seen Queen Latifah's Taxi? It's a wonder... I'm not talking about the film, I'm talking about her car. Okay, we have another incubus here. I mean, that's really great for us? Yeah, that's good. I'm just like, I'm not saying that you have to be a Jimmy Fallon fan. I'm just always surprised that people are like, oh, another, you know, 100 dead in a massacre overseas today. People are like, whatever. Tell me something I don't know. The world's fucked. How do you feel about Jimmy Fallon? Oh, I could go on for hours. I hate him. I hate the way he laughs. And most of all, I hate the way I don't hate him. Not even a little. Not even at all. It's like there's problems in the world, man. Jimmy Fallon's laugh is like definitely not in the top 15 problems in the world. At number 16, there starts to be like a competition maybe, but in terms of the top 15, you can't put an affable TV host up there. Don't be ridiculous. This run is slower than Mathis's Progress and Enter the Gungeon, but unlike Mathis's Progress and Enter the Gungeon, we appear to be at least moving forward towards a positive goal. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I probably shouldn't be taking so much damage, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, maybe we should be just like allowing ourselves the opportunity to get some benefits out of KB and Conception. So I'm gonna do something I very rarely do, and I'm gonna play this 4 times to try to get KB and Conception up a little higher, because I would really like some damage. Now, you can argue till the cows come home about this being idiotic. I think you'd probably be right. I'm going to take Child's Heart for its chance to give us red hearts that could turn into spirit hearts via the Miter. But I think that maybe, you know, if we find ourselves able to get something like a Dark Bum quickly, I'm going to enjoy the fact that we've invested in ourselves here. But we could also die as a result of this, so I'm not going to dispute that. Please give me a Spirit Heart. Ooh, it did, and then we got teleported to a deal with the devil. I'll take the mark. I want damage, so I can't just say, don't give me the mark. We also have an item room still to come here, and the shop, for that matter, we now have enough money to take advantage of. Should definitely check that, because a Hierophant card could change things pretty drastically for us. Zodiac can be okay. I doubt it will be in our present situation, but it can be okay. You know what? I was looking for the Hanged Man in there as well, because we could have gotten a black card out of it. And a free bomb, okay. Well, boss rush is obviously not happening. I mean, the fact is we're at 18 minutes and we're on the Catacombs 2, or the Flooded Caves 2. It's not where you want to be in this situation. Hopefully we do not have a greed boss fight, and instead... I have Stompy. Okay. Instead, there you go. We got the option to pick that up. We got the option to get more options. Just figured... Oh, I just figured we'd check in. It worked out. It's just my luck. And you got someone else in mind. It's just my... Oh, but seriously, this is like really good for us. 3-cent return on investment like crazy here. And we still have our stars card ready for the next floor. Since boss rush is no longer a concern in the least, we're just going to use the stars card, I think, as soon as we get down to the next floor. Try to pick up an item that will hopefully benefit us fairly immediately. Second secret room seems likely. Should have done it on the other side to check that mushroom. Life goes on. Oh, baby. This is some good stuff right here. Up to 11 cents. Good opportunity to get some stuff on the next floor. From the shop, hopefully. Could be a greed fight. We've earned it. We've earned a greed fight, in my opinion. Let's go check this out. No red chests. Crack it open, we get another spirit heart. Okay, I think that... I'm going to take the red heart here. But Child's Hearts combined with the Miter. I'm going to just choose to believe that that's what's carrying us here in terms of like the extra spirit hearts that we're gaining. I'm going to choose to believe that my synergistic strategy is actually fairly viable here. Sadly, I think that both of these are straight up shit. I think that that is a slap in the fucking face. I don't want either of them. We will check out our shop on this floor. We were able to buy the Steam sale, correct? So, yeah, we got the Hangman card. Or the pony allowed us to get the penny, I remember. So definitely we'll be able to get something from our shop, assuming there's no greed. And even if it just ends up being a half-price spirit heart, that's a deal and a half, I think. I'm not super happy to have these red hearts, but do keep in mind that these red hearts are deal with the devil fodder for later, possibly. Probably not a secret room, but oftentimes this room does end up being a secret room. And honestly, there's our shop, so that's where we're gonna bounce. I don't think we want any of this, but we'll check this card just in case. And actually, a judgment card on the next floor provides us with a lot of potential benefits. We could judgment into a demon judgment that helps us get extra Cambian and conception plays and also maybe gives us a syringe or a ceremonial robes or something like that. Or we could get a regular judgment, blow it up, and compromise a little bit, or compensate, I should say, for the fact that we got a deal with the devil on this floor and let's have a poor deal with the devil chance on this floor. So we got a little bit of both going for us here. I'm super stoked to find... Oh, you fucking asshole. Okay. You dick. If it had just... never mind, you're the greatest of all time. If it had been a blood bank, though, we could have gotten into that boss trap room as well. I actually pointed at the screen, as if you can see, of all things, my finger right now. Talking with your hands, you know, it's a hard habit to break. It's like talking about the passion. Just ask Michael Stipe. Can't stop. Just let that murmur-esque reference sink in there a little. There's a chance that we can maybe blow this up, get into our boss trap room, and in fact, that's exactly how it worked out. Also, super stoked to find out that we're not going to have greed in our boss fight here. Sorry, in our shop. Unfortunately, I actually will not be able to get into that boss trap room this way, which is bullshit. If there's a boss, you can't get through. If there's no boss, you can get through. I guess you can't bomb your way into a special room on, like, at the best of times, so it is in keeping with the game, but in this one particular situation, it seems like absolute bullshit, but whatever. So we've built a pretty solid run here. They're both pretty good, but I'm going to take quad shot because I feel like quad shot with double incubus is going to give us a lot of coverage, and our damage is really solid as is, so... It's only going to get better from here. We're not going to miss boss rush by very much, and in fact, this is one of those runs where it seems very plausible to miss boss rush and then just get hush. Not that I want to do the hush fight, especially as Lilith, you benefit a lot less from that than you do from boss rush. Come on, guppy items. None of those seemed like guppy items to me. Well, 38 cents just in time for our final shop, but at least we know it's not going to have greed inside of it. Emperor? Chariots. I mean, I'd like an Emperor card to skip one of the womb floors, but Not necessary, strictly speaking. Absolutely car battery. And we'll also check this out. Hermit. I mean, it might be better than the Chariot card if it teleports us close-ish to the boss. But let's also donate a little bit. I haven't been very kind to my donation machine in recent episodes. And this is at least going to let us get it back over 400. Or to 400. And we might as well just fight the boss, honestly. Pop this. Yeah, one use of car battery box of friends with double incubus and double succubus sets us up real nicely. Let's just leave it at that. No deal with the devil, unfortunately. We'll take the Polaroid down to the next floor. Good, good, good. I think we walk into this room because it's big and then teleport out and okay. Well, we've learned nothing. I should probably pick up those keys, but I'm lazy. I'm too lazy to work for a fraction of a second. Nice damage there. That's just what we call a little tactical Cambian conception inception. You take damage that looks bad, and it gives you Cambian conception. And then you get, you know, a little brimstone that then gets fucking sextupled when you use your spacebar item. It's an exaggeration. Don't be pedantic. I know it's not literally a sextupling. Joker card? Nothing. Nothing of the sort. Magician, High Priestess. Well, we'll take High Priestess with us at least. What do you think? Secret room and maybe some spirit hearts? No spirit hearts. No secret room. Very insulting. We fucking did get little brimstone. That's actually hilarious. Okay. Well. Very funny game. Hooking me up. Very funny! Hooking me up with the best items in the game and then letting me win. I know your game. You think I was born at night? Maybe I was, but not last night. Two of hearts. I think we should keep it just in case, because I'm taking some pretty horrible damage. Just in case I continue to be bad, this might be a good option. And High Priestess, I mean, it helps us with our damage, but what are the odds of us needing that, considering one tap of the spacebar, you know, gives me a lot of value here. Now, admittedly, High Priestess is not immediately extremely useful. As a result of... Obviously, that was terrible usage, but as a result of the fact that we only have 2 HP to begin with, but that can change. And it can change quick, especially when we get Dark Bum next. Dude, I'm loving this accidental synergy here with Child's Heart and the Miter. I think if we land like one solid shot, we're good. Okay, come on. 2 guppy items on the cheap. No deal with the devil. That's... How am I going to get 2 guppy items on the cheap without a deal with the devil? Doesn't seem like it's going to be viable in the least for us. Well, we have a blood bank. We will play this once. Okay. I'll accept that. I guess that's why it's good form to always try to leverage your advantages. That went surprisingly fantastically for us. Can't get into that room. That's a slight piss off, but not by too much. I feel like we're also very fast right now. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Blood Bag gives you that extra, like, 0.3 speed upgrade or something. It's very fast, might be pushing it, but we're starting to truck a little. Don't be ashamed. Should be using Box of Friends a little bit more frequently. Obviously, on a room where, you know, you one-hit an enemy, it's not really that big of a deal, but... Well, sadly, we know that's not going to be our secret room, so... Really thought we had that other one. Come on, guppy items. Guppy items. Daddy needs a new pair of flies. That doesn't make any sense. 3 HP, by the way, does start to make 2 of hearts a little better. Don't know why my voice became Gil from The Simpsons. Oh, Gil just needs a couple of spirit hearts. He'll make this run work. Ooh, careful. Good, 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 good. And the timing couldn't be better. This is a room where having more succubodes is going to help us out a lot. We're not going to have the full charge back from Mom's Heart. I think I might as well do 1 extra room just to ensure that we can get around that. I'll probably get hit here, though. Oh, we did not get hit. And we got a red chest with 2 spirit hearts. And we made our life easier in the long term here. This is a great situation to find ourselves in. Very glad I did that last room. I almost feel like we could just hide and let the succubuddies, that's not a name that's gonna stick for the right reasons anyway. Let them do the work for us and we'll probably be fine. We did get a deal with the devil on this floor. Those are not guppy items, but we can definitely use them effectively. Whore of Babylon for the extra damage. Would you rather have the ability to fly or the more damage? I'd rather have more damage. And we can't get the other one, unfortunately, so we'll just move on here. I did sacrifice defense for offense in a big way here, but I think that it's gonna be it's gonna pay off for us regardless. And all we need is like a fairly decent chunk of spirit hearts. Like if we get 3 spirit hearts on this floor, I feel like we're well poised to make this run happen, and happen on my terms as well. Like high damage at the cost potentially of HP is absolutely an acceptable situation for me, as long as we win, of course. That room took way longer than I would have expected. I'll use 2 keys here. Oh, that is completely meaningless. It's been a long time since we had a completely ceremonial goat head, but I remember what that feels like. Mom's Pearl? Why mess with a good thing? Might it be mathematically better for us? Yes, there's a chance. But as of right now, I feel like our existing synergies are working just fine. Why mess with a good thing? Even if it's just the placebo effect, it's working out. I don't really desire to mess with perfection right now, or at least mess with function. Ladies. I'm just saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, ladies. Ladies love a dude who's not proactive about improving his situation. Lack of ambition just drives them wild. But when I think about you, I can't help but smile. But you still won't... Is it fake me? You poopy doopy baby? I don't want no groupie... Oh, what is it? This is, for disclosure, this is from David Faustino, a.k.a. Bud Bundy from Married with Children's rap song from the, like, early 1990s. You still won't faze me, you poopy doopy baby. I don't want no hoopy groupie who only wants my gravy, or something like that. It's so good. It's like the most PG-13, like, lyric about fucking someone and chucking someone you'll ever hear in your life. Sorry, had to tell it so rough, but when you in the industry, you go with this, or you deal with this stuff. That's it. Sorry, I had to tell it so rough, but when you in the industry, you go through this stuff. So good. David Faustino, I told ya. Check it out. It's seriously like a little bit like NWA's Express Yourself if it was rapped by Bud Bundy. It's not horrible, but it is hilarious. You gotta respect David Faustino for doing that. I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing with him, because I could totally see if I was that famous in '92, raps popping off, maybe I'm considering myself ingrained a little bit in the hip-hop culture. Then I go, you know what? Maybe I should make a rap song. Probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't, but there you go. We got Little Loki. We got Capricorn. Capricorn's definitely the bigger deal there. We're probably going to chew through this real quick. Explosivo is actually going to be awesome for us as well. If you can see, like, we're creating a fairly staggering number of Explosivo shots to begin with here. Any rate of fire increase we get on this floor is just going to be better for us. Like, this guy's toast, I think. This guy, aka, you know, War. We fought him a couple of times before. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Track 6 off of Bob Dylan's classic 77 album, Blood on the Tracks. But also, you're gonna make me go through the trouble of getting to all these freaking dead ends. Come on now. Let me out. Let me out like, you know, the chorus of Smashing Pumpkins' 1993 classic, Cherub Rock. I promise the rest of the episode is not just gonna be music references. Well, maybe that would be good for business, I don't know. I'm looking for the right room to use Box of Friends on, because right now, Who cares? Like, we're steamrolling. This room is where I want to fill the room with my explosive shots. Fill your eyes with explosivo, Fry Man. That voice of my own freaks me out. Like, if my voice was higher, that would be my version of like, come play with us, Matthew. We'll play forever and ever and ever and ever and wow, wow, wow. And then, like, you know, Stanley Kubrick shows up. I want to make your story into a movie. How much will it take? And I say, $100 million. He says, per day? Sure, where do I sign? And that's the story of the Wolf of Wall Street. Okay, Yara Rune, nice. Definitely pop that off. Get 2 of Hearts cards, even though you can only use 0 of them right now. That's going to be effective. And then just fight Blue Baby, and obviously this run is completely over. And you know what? It ended up being fun, in spite of the fact that there were some times where it kind of sucked. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. That's my philosophy on life. It's fun even though it sucks sometimes. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.